Since its arrival for the 2019 model year, the 8th generation Hyundai Sonata has been an attention grabber. However, the new 2024 Hyundai Sonata is here, and it looks sportier and even more futuristic. But let's dive in to see what else is new. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata has been showcased in full for the very first time. And while not 100% of the details of this mid-size sedan have been released, the Korean manufacturer refers to it as, quote, more than a simple facelift of the 8th generation model. However, here's what we know so far. Capturing the brand's sensuous sportiness design philosophy, the 2024 Sonata takes inspiration from the 2nd generation Hundai Kona by adopting a full-width LED light bar at the front. The main headlamps are hidden in the upper portion of the air intakes and joined by a wider grille and sharper, more dramatic lines. The overall appearance of the all-new 2024 Sonata is remarkably eye-catching and is a significant improvement over the outgoing iteration of the 8th generation. Isn't it funny how a few small changes can make all the difference? The inspiration for the new Sonata has been taken from the 2nd generation of the Kona subcompact crossover, including the adoption of the LED light bar across the entire width of the front end. Thanks to the headlamps being hidden in the upper section of the air intakes, these are now flanking a wider grille. And thanks to all that, much sharper and more dramatic lines are evident across the whole front fascia. And that's not all the work Hyundai has done. The biggest impression on the front end is the Robocop-like horizontal LED strip that runs across the bumper line. That aids the headlamps, now incorporated into the grille. Out back, the molding for the taillight design remains. Instead of a full red-lit element, the bumper-wide light design takes on an H-shape LED rear fascia, mimicking the smaller Elantra. A new hood creates much more pronounced lines for the Sonata. Black garnish is across the bottom of the car's body, creating an incredibly sporty vibe for the midsize sedan. The back of the Sonata has also seen plenty of changes. For those who admire the N-line version, dual mufflers and 19-inch wheels are two of the features of that particular version. These are a revised trunk lid, plus an LED light bar similar to that at the front of the car. The new Sonata's exterior is a work of art, and Hyundai is also set to ensure that the mechanical side is just as impressive. Hyundai has recently revealed the powertrain options for the latest version of the Sonata. Much like the 2023 model, the Sonata lineup will include a base, gasoline, 2.5-liter engine with 191 horsepower, a 2.5-liter turbo engine with 180 horsepower, plus a 2-liter hybrid electric with 195 horsepower. We can expect 0 to 60 miles per hour times of 7.9 seconds, 7.1 seconds, and 7.6 seconds respectively. The N-Line model's turbo engine produces 290 horsepower and is specifically designed for those of us who are a little more enthusiastic about driving, getting you from 0 to 60 in just 5 seconds, at least 0.6 faster than the fastest Toyota Camry on offer. One notable absence from the 2024 engine lineup is the optional 1.6-liter turbocharged unit that was available on higher trims of previous Sonatas. That's now a thing of the past. Hyundai's eMotion Drive is a feature of the HEV version, which Hyundai says will allow for smooth and comfortable driving in various conditions. There's also a paddle shifter that enhances that sporty vibe on board, and there's regenerative braking as well. As Hyundai did with the Ioniq 5 and 6, the Sonata is as aerodynamically efficient as possible. You don't need to be an aeronautical engineer to immediately see that the new, sleek, streamlined design is about improving fuel efficiency and stability during high-speed driving. Hyundai claims that the car now provides excellent aerodynamic performance with as little air resistance as possible. The manufacturer hasn't revealed any numbers regarding Sonata's drag coefficient, but we would imagine it should drop in the 0.21 to 0.25 range, similar to that of the Ioniq 6 Streamliner plus the Ioniq 5. Those are some impressive numbers for the Sonata. The transmission choices are an 8-speed automatic, an 8-speed dual-clutch automatic for the N-Line, and a 6-speed automatic for the hybrid. For those of you who've done your research, you'll find that many of the features available on the Sonata are also available on the familial twin, the Kia K5. With SUVs stealing the limelight, it may seem like sedans are on the downturn, but there is still a market for them in North America and Europe, with nearly all companies continuing to sell at least one midsize offering in its lineup. The Honda Accord was recently redesigned. There's the Toyota Camry, as we mentioned, but also the Nissan Altima and the Subaru Legacy. Every nameplate from the 1990s is still here, but the question is, for how much longer? Chevrolet has every inclination to drop the Malibu. and the Ford Fusion is long gone. Kia will phase out the Stinger with a limited run tribute edition. Mazda opted not to renew the Mazda 6 and instead to focus on growing its SUV lineup. The Volkswagen Passat is gone too. With the number of choices dwindling, would it be wise for Hyundai to follow suit? While we wait for that answer, the all-new 2024 Hyundai Sonata anticipates to go on sale before the end of the year. The price should stay the same, which starts at a pretty reasonable $26,365 for the current 2023 model. Those wanting the performance upgrades can expect to fork out at least $35,740 for a Sonata N-Line. The Sonata's interior gets a meaningful update for 2024. For starters, there's a new steering wheel, dashboard, infotainment, and driver info screens, as well as a completely revamped center console. The new Sonata makes a more convincing effort to provide comfort by moving the gear selector to the steering column to allow for more storage and cup holder space than before. Home to many elbows, the center armrest gains an additional palm rest that gives the driver more room to relax. The updated materials expand across the dashboard and into the rear passenger space, which makes the Sonata feel like it's competing with cars that sit in a level above. Hyundai has taken a leaf from the BMW book for the infotainment with a large display module on the dashboard that contains not one, but two 12.3-inch displays. One is purely for the driver, and the other is a touchscreen for infotainment controls. Hyundai hasn't yet said if Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. Same for wireless smartphone charging, but we're confident they won't leave us hanging on this one. Hyundai had a decent range of tech features available in the 2023 Sonata model, so we expect the full ensemble of safety features are carried over, making sure that you have a safe driving experience every time. These include blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, rear cross traffic assist, and a trick safe exit warning system to pull out of parallel parking spots easily. You can expect premium options to carry over too. Right now, the Sonata is available with such features like a panoramic sunroof, Bose audio system, 360-degree camera display, smart parking assistance, wireless charging pad, heads-up display, and the Hyundai Digital Key, which is a smartphone app dubbing as your key fob, which obviously allows you to unlock your car, but also lets you adjust your seat and mirror settings too. Pretty cool, huh? Android users can even share access with other Android users who wish to borrow the car. The 2024 Hyundai Sonata is an exciting prospect with its awesome new features and reasonable price tag. But if you're looking for the king of reliability, then click the video on your screen now.